Thank you, Admiral. The UN Secretary General said Gaza is becoming a graveyard for children. He said the IDF is hitting civilians, hospitals, refugee camps, mosques, churches, and UN facilities, including shelters. So if a war zone is becoming a graveyard for children, can you still say that Israel is following the laws of war?
What I'll tell you is that we continue to stress to our Israeli counterparts that they be as discriminate and careful in their targeting as possible. And it is sad to see. It's horrible to see the images of young kids being pulled out of rubble and so many of them not making it. Hamas is putting those children and their families in greater danger by not letting them go, by encouraging them to stay, by sheltering in their homes, building tunnels under their hospitals, and by holding children hostages. We know that there's a portion of the 240 plus that they're holding as hostages are kids. They're kids. And we've been trying mightily to get those children released. We've had no success so far.
And Israel's prime minister told ABC News that Israel will have, quote, overall security responsibility over Gaza for an indefinite period. But the president said that it would be a big mistake for Israel to reoccupy Gaza. So how much daylight is there between what Israel and the U.S. see as the future of Gaza?
We're having active discussions with our Israeli counterparts about what post-conflict Gaza ought to look like. The president maintains his position that a reoccupation by Israeli forces is not the right thing to do. We'll let them speak to their intentions, but we are definitely having conversations about what the post-conflict environment ought to look like and what governance in Gaza ought to look like. One thing there's absolutely no daylight on is Hamas can't be part of that equation. You can't go back to October 6th.